Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Just let me get this man's horrible face off the screen. But yeah, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in this crazy world we're living in. Now, this video today is definitely crazy. So I just want to warn you about that. It's a crazy story, if you like, but it's not a story. It's true crime. Really happened. It's happened quite recently. And it's just unbelievable, really. But it happened. It's true. So I thought I'd do something completely different because this week, if you follow my channel, it's been very harrowing, covering the Southport. I don't like to say the S word, the Southport incident. I mean, it's just been horrible, hasn't it? Talking about that. And then it seems like lots of cases this week about children who were let down either by the authorities, by their own parents, or by horrible people like Ruda Cabana. Just children being victims all the time. I just could not face doing any more of that. These cases are important. I know they're important, but they're really hard work to report on and very harrowing. I hope you're all okay as well. I was going to come on yesterday and talk about it. I just couldn't face it. I just could not face talking any more about it. So we're not going to talk about those cases. These other cases that we're following, but I thought I'm going to do something just completely different. This is a case that you may not know about unless you live in America. You may not have heard of this case. And this again it's a very sad, all true crime cases are sad, but I think the ones that involve little children are the worst, aren't they? I, don't want to do cases that concern children, but it's just sometimes you get wrapped up in them. And then once I've started with a case, I have to see it through to the end, like Sarah Sharif, like the Southport incident. But, I've noticed that some politicians are using the Southport incident as to try and make their point, making it all about them. Leave it alone now. Leave it alone now. The guy's got 51 years, 52 years in prison. Forget it. Let the family get on with it. Stop using it for your own political capital. Anyway, so we're going to talk about something completely different. And before I start, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone for watching, liking, subscribing, being members, especially being members. And one thing I just want to say, because I've had quite a lot of emails lately, and I've not been able to keep up with my emails, to be honest. Really, some weeks I don't get many emails, some weeks I do. This week I've had a lot of emails. I can't really keep up with them, but I will always try and answer my members. And there's been a lot of people making suggestions for cases. Remember, that is something my members can do. If you want to make a suggestion for a case for me to cover, you have to be a member, because it's just too much. Otherwise, I can't cover all the I'm just being honest. I cannot cover all the cases that people suggest. And also the ones I want to cover, it's just impossible. So if you're a member, you will always get precedence. Now, sometimes maybe I can. Sometimes people send me suggestions of cases, and don't get me wrong, I'm always appreciative of that. All I'm trying to say is, don't feel insulted if I haven't covered that case, if you're not a member, because sometimes I just can only cover so many cases. And so the priority goes to the members, and also the cases that I want to cover as well, like this one. So this is not a case that anyone suggested. This is a case that I decided I found was interesting, important. It's another case of, because we've done cases about prepping before. Done videos about prepping before. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are interested in prepping or interested in survivalism. It's a real sort of hot subject at the moment, isn't it, in this sort of crazy world we live in? You just never know what. The trouble is, you don't know what you're prepping for, do you? Are you prepping to stay in the house? Are you prepping to leave the house? Are you prepping to live like this person is in this video in an underground bunker? What are you prepping for? There's so many different things that might happen. Anyway, this particular video is sort of about what you'd call an extreme prepper, an extreme survivalist, who not only decided that they were going to become a prepper or a survivalist, but also decided that their family, their wife and daughter, grown-up daughter, were getting in their way. And they just, you know, they wanted to be rid of them. They didn't want them to sort of restrict them in the lifestyle that they wanted to continue with. And I think this case as well is important because it talks of gender violence again. This is a case of another man who thinks he owns his wife, who owns his daughter. You know, even though it's an adult daughter, it's like they don't count. All that counts is him and what he wants. And why it's especially as well shocking is because he actually documented this in videos that the police found. So, you know, he actually documents the way he was feeling and why he decided to do what he decided to do, just with the ultimate end of being able to just do his own thing, live in a bunker, become a survivalist without the restraints of having his wife, who was quite poorly. She had some health issues. I'm not really sure why he decided his daughter couldn't be a part of it, because she is an adult. But anyway, we'll see as we go along. And I think the other thing that's interesting, if you like, or important to see about this case is how in relationships sometimes they're working on tandem, aren't they? His wife, as we'll see, Lynette, she was making her own YouTube videos about crafting. You know, she liked crafting and she was making her own YouTube videos. She was absolutely chuffed that she was getting some subbies, as she called it. She's so endearing in her videos. We're going to look at them. And at the same time that she was making those videos, saying how fabulous her husband was. Oh, and he'd given her some money. Oh my God, oh wow, whoopie-doo. He'd given her some money because she was totally reliant on him and he was an absolute twonk. And as that was all going on, that she was making these nice videos about her husband, he was making a different kind of video about her and their daughter. And they'd been married a long time. And they'd had this daughter together, they'd had a lifetime together. And all the time that she was extolling his virtues on her YouTube videos, he was not on YouTube, but making videos that would be found later and put on YouTube, saying a completely different thing. So it's, you know, it's quite sort of sobering, you know, to show you really do not know what is going on in people's minds. You know, you just don't know. And she did not know how dark her husband's thoughts were getting when she thought he was this fabulous husband who was treating her so well. Oh, he's so good, so kind. And all the time what he was plotting behind her back. Okay, so the other thing I want to say thank you for and to remind you to do is please subscribe, press notifications so that you get for more videos like this and updates on other cases that we're doing. Please consider becoming a member. We have one live every Thursday, an exclusive members live. Then you can suggest cases. You can use the special emojis. You get, if it's your birthday or any special anniversary, you get a special personalized video just for you. Okay. Oh, and also I want to thank anyone who's bought me a Ko-fi. The Ko-fis that you buy contributes sometime this year. In the early part of this year, I will be going on going boots on the ground, and your Ko-fis that you buy will be going towards that. Thank you. Thank you to anyone who sends me a super sticker or supports my channel in any way. Thank you so much. The most important way you can support my channel, which is free, is becoming a subscriber. Okay, let me just turn the banner off. And I want to say hello. Hi, David. Hi, Laurie. Wee pink boots on the ground, David. Yeah, wee pink boots on the ground. And also I want to say hello to all you lurkers, to anyone who's watching on replay, crew. Thank you so much. So I was thinking, when I was thinking about this case, I was thinking, where do I start with this case? Because I think we'll start with when this couple got together. Let's have a look at them when they were younger. So, look, such a happy family, don't they? There they are, husband, wife, child. And, you know, maybe they were happy then. When did this man become, when did his descent to lunacy start? Because to me, this man, he did become a lunatic, and his wife and his daughter, they didn't realize how this man was descending into insanity, basically. And this is the story of the Keller family murders. And Peter Keller is the guy there, that when he was young, obviously. Let's go on to this and this photo, and then you can see sort of how it was when the actual incident happened. Oh, am I actually? Oh, I'm not sharing a photo. That's right. Sorry. So this is his wife and daughter. This is Lynette and Kaylene recently, when the incident finally happened. So the first photo we saw, of course, was when his daughter was young, when they were all a lot younger. And when this incident happened, this was his wife and daughter. And this is him. Now, you know, we always say the eyes say a lot. If you look at his eyes, I think they do say a lot. This guy just sort of descended into madness without anybody even realizing, or it seems like without anybody realizing what was happening. You know, 1 minute they were sort of a normal couple. Their daughter was growing up. They seemed, he was the breadwinner. He was the breadwinner. He was in charge in this relationship. I think that's a key thing. His wife, Lynette, she was experiencing some health issues. So he was the exclusive breadwinner. I feel like he made her think, you know, he made her sort of feel that as well. So what we're going to look at first, I think, we're going to look at some of Lynette's YouTube videos. So you get an idea of Lynette as a person. You know, she seems so very sweet. She's so excited at getting some subbies on her YouTube channel. She's doing these craft videos, and then other days she's not feeling too good. You know, she wears her heart on her sleeve. She's a very sweet woman, I think. Let's have a look anyway. So this is her YouTube channel. She was showing everybody her it's still on YouTube now, this channel.
And I made some flowers and put some pictures on there just because, you know, it's just plain white. So I had to dress it up. And I got a lot of crafts. I got my sewing table, my dress form over there. And I have these containers and I labeled them. So I got my pictures in there. It's just easier, you know, instead of having to look for everything. And my jewelry stand my husband made me. So when I sell my jewelry, it's just so nice. I love it.
Quite often in these videos that she makes, she mentions, oh, my husband did this, my husband made that, my husband gave me so money. Oh, he's just the most fantastic husband. So all the time this poor woman was making these videos, which, as you can see, they're not professional videos. She wasn't a professional YouTuber. She was just like beginning to do, probably doing it for something to do in the beginning because she was stuck at home a lot of the time for health reasons. So she started making these YouTube videos. I just find them so touching, and especially because of the fact she has so many nice things to say about her husband, and she didn't know the sort of videos he was making at the time.
My scissors and my tables. My husband got me this table.
My husband.
This table. That table will be there, and then this big shelf. I just love this stuff. He got me all that furniture, and then he put my shelves up for me.
Oh,
such a great husband.
He's such a great husband.
So I have these.
Oh, he put the shelves up for her. Such a great husband. She really thought that. It's so sad that she did not know what was coming.
In here, I don't have that much. I don't have that much room. I have mostly my mind's eyes. I just love that product. And then these cute little baskets just full of die cuts and stuff. And then this package down here is full of my mind's eye sticker, borders, vellum, chipboard, die cuts. I love that. And then this I got at a fabric store that was going out of business, and I got it for $1. It used to hold floss, but you know, I put my pictures and my paper and organized my.
So you get a bit the picture here. She sounds very sweet. She's trying to get everything as cheap as possible, but sometimes her husband buys her things or puts the shelves up for her. He's such a good husband. Let's go and let's look at another one where we can actually see her face. Bless her. So her YouTube channel is Lynnettee 1970. And as I say, it is still up there.
Hi, everyone. Okay, this is a shout out. It's supposed to be a video response, but things not working, so I'm going to try to do this. I've actually been trying for several days. But One Craft Cottage is having a giveaway. She's having 3 giveaways. 1 international, 1 US, and then a big video response only US giveaway. And I just talked to her on the phone, and really, your guys' chances are really good. So you guys hurry up and do video responses, sub to her, leave a comment on her original video, go through her videos and look. And it'll be like, I think it's 300 giveaway. Anyways, go look. And she's almost there. It's going to stop when she hits 300. And last time we chatted, just right now, she had 53 left to go. She's at 247. So you guys run over there, go sub to her, and do what you need to do to get entered. So yeah, great giveaways, great items, a lot of items that are going to be in her store. Sorry, I'm holding her peanut M&M. But yeah, go check her out. She's such a sweet person too. Okay, I'm going to try to upload this video. Not going to make it too long so it goes through real fast. Got the great best subbies ever, and I'll be right back with another announcement for another video. So good luck, Trish. Great videos. Great person. And I love her giveaway. So you guys go run before it ends. Okay, bye.
Yeah, so she's really sweet. The thing she's saying, I think it's really sweet. She's talking about subbies. So it says here she's got 1,003 subscribers. So it seems like I don't know if she got actually up to that before she died, or people have subscribed after this. But look, somebody's put a comment on there. For those who don't know, Lynn died under terribly tragic circumstances the day after she filmed this video. So that video, that was her last video that she made the day after Lynn died. And to her family and friends, the YouTube crafting community is so very sorry for your loss. Lynn will be missed. So she'd been making videos for a little while. Let's see, let's go back. That was her very last one. I wonder if we can find her first one. But quite often in her videos, she mentions her husband and how good he is to her. He's so good. He put her shelves up. He gave her some money, etc. But, you know, she was a person sort of just getting going with her YouTube channel. You can see she's not comfortable with it sometimes. You know, she wasn't comfortable with the techie side of things. And sometimes when she comes on to talk, she's not having a good day. To me, it's so sweet when, look here, happy Easter to all my subbies. My subbies, Girl Scout supplies, anniversary giveaway, subbies giveaway. Now, there was one video that she made where she said she wasn't having a very good day because she wasn't feeling, I don't know if
Hi guys. Okay, I just want to let you or send a reminder that the 325 giveaway is going to be tonight at 6 p.m. So 7 hours my time. I'm doing this on my webcam, so it's going to be uploaded immediately. So 6 o'clock, which is going to be 9 Eastern. Okay. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be adding some of that stuff into both of the bags, because you know, some, yes, is store-bought and the other one's handmade, but these are going to be items you can use with other items I'm putting in there for handmade. So just a little teaser right there. Okay, you guys, just a short video just telling you that if you haven't left a comment, leave a comment. You can also leave a comment to this one. If you haven't to the other one, you have to be a subby. You can do a video response. Tell somebody about the giveaway, or even just let me know about you if you haven't already. Okay, you guys, good luck to everybody. All right, hugs. Bye. I have the best subbies ever. Okay, bye.
So she's so sweet. And yet, no, this is not the daughter. This is the mother. She looks so young. She looks so much younger, doesn't she, than she was. Let's see how old she was at the time. Let's see. So no, she's actually, because I was surprised when I first sort of saw this case. I thought that the daughter, when I saw that the daughter, because, you know, spoiler alert, but her husband murdered her and her daughter. I thought the daughter must be a child, you know, but she's not. The daughter is grown up. But anyway, there you go. So while she was doing this, let's see if I can find some ages. So he was only 41. Now you'll see the opposite when you watch the videos that he was uploading. He looks much older, I think. He was only 41, so I suppose she maybe was a similar age, 40, and the daughter maybe 20. Let's have a look. I can't find the actual. Yeah, his daughter was only 18. Doesn't say how old his wife was. So the wife is Lynette. The daughter, Kaylene, was only 18 years old. Now then, let me just show you those photos again. So yeah, his daughter, in fact, she looks older and the mother looks younger. But the daughter was 18, Kaylene, and Lynette presumably was a similar age to the twonk, who was 41. Look at him. But he obviously had some mental health issues, but yeah, he doesn't look too clever, does he? So all the time she was making those videos, oblivious to what was going on with her husband and the videos he was making. Now, let me just show you, before I show you his videos, let me just show you where this was happening. So this was near Washington, let me see. Ooh. Might be better on another one that I've got ready. I'm going to put some windows down. I've got the Google Maps up somewhere. There you go. So it was in North Bend that they lived. They lived in this place called North Bend. And this sort of whole case tragedy came to a head at the Rattlesnake Ledge Trailhead. Let's see if I can find a better. There you go. So yeah, this is North Bend here. And this is the Rattlesnake Ridge where this horrible case came to a head. But this is where they all lived, in North Bend, which is near Washington in America. So they lived in North Bend, and as I say, the actual whole tragic situation came to a head at Rattlesnake Ridge, which was not very far away from North Bend. And this man, all the time, while Lynette was making her YouTube videos about crafts and saying what a lovely husband he was, that man was going off, Peter was going off from North Bend to Rattlesnake Ledge and building a bunker. But he was telling his wife he was going hiking. She had no idea, it seems, of what he was doing. He was building a bunker. He was taking provisions there. He was fortifying it. And this happened over a period of time. It wasn't obviously overnight. It happened over a couple of years. And also at that same time, he was making videos that would eventually be uploaded to YouTube, not by him, but by the police department because of what happened in this case. So let's go to him now and watch his videos. So she's making those sort of twee videos, isn't she? She's very sweet. She's talking about crafts. She's talking about what a nice guy her husband is, how he's helping her, he's giving her money, he's putting shelves up for her, as if that's something, oh my God, remarkable. It's like when people say, oh yeah, he was a really good daddy, babysat, as if that's dads don't babysit. Dads, that's part of their job, just like it's part of the mother's job to look after their children. Anyway, unfortunately, sometimes it's women who say these things too, which is a bit sad, isn't it? Especially sad. They I feel like Lynette thought she was lucky that this man was just being a normal husband and father. Very sad. Okay, let's have a look at him. So these are the videos that he was making at the same time. These are the videos that have now been released by the police department. These are the videos he was making. And just get ready to be angry and to be upset with this man. He is a TWAT of the biggest order.
About 2 weeks before the end. This is going to be my last video, probably before till after that. That's terrible. Let's try. Well, it's about 2 weeks before I finally drop out of society. And
why does he even care about whether the video's any good or not? He's not uploading it to YouTube himself. He's obviously leaving these. He's obviously thinking that someone's going to be looking at these videos at some point. But you know what? So he started making the video and then he stopped because he said, "Oh, that's terrible." What the fuck does he even care for?
Start this project. Well, it's about 2 weeks before we finally drop out of society, fully commit to this. This is probably going to be my last video till after that. I just wanted to get one last video in before that time. So far, I'm come to terms with it. I'm doing okay. It's starting to accept it.
Nobody cares.
It doesn't really freak me out anymore like it did sometimes.
Oh yeah, he's okay with it. It's not freaking him out anymore. You know, he's like, we don't give a shit what it's doing for you. The way he's saying that, it's like, oh well, I'm coming to terms with it. He's a whiner, a whinger. How many times do you see that? It reminds me of Stephen Stearns. It reminds me of all those twonks. Whinge, 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 whinge. Poor me. Poor me. What a horrible life I've got. Oh, yeah, I'm going to murder my wife and my daughter because I want to be a fucking survivalist. Oh, but poor me. But it's okay. I'm coming to terms with it now. I feel okay about it. Oh, my God. If he wasn't dead already, you'd want to kill him.
Times. Today is probably the nicest day it's been in a long time.
Don't give a shit.
As you can see, I have about 3 loads left before the final. Been doing pretty good lately, getting about 2 loads a week, about 100 pounds each week now of supplies and material. This winter's been pretty brutal.
Good.
It's been really slowing me down. I was hoping to be done about a month ago, but it's just...
So the winter's really slowed him down because he was hoping to be done about a month ago. What a twat. Honest to God. Do you know what? You just when you think nobody can be any more of a twat than some of the cases you've seen, another twat comes up. Oh, I've seen another one since this that I'm going to do a video about. A sort of similar case in a way. Why do these men think they have the right? You know, he's going home to his wife, putting a shelf up for her, making it, you know, for some reason she thinks that's a fucking blessing. That he's putting a shelf up for her, like that makes him some sort of hero or whatever. You know, she's idolizing him, and he's just looking at her and his daughter as getting in his way of being he wants to go off into the woods and live in the woods. Well, why didn't he just fucking go into the woods and live in the woods and just say, oh, I'm going? Because he's a coward. He is a complete and total coward. He didn't have the guts to say what he wanted to do and just do it. You know, if he wanted to leave her, that's fair enough. You know, that everyone has the right to leave someone, but you do not have the right. You do not have the right. Nobody has the right. Not even the state has the right. That's why I don't believe in the death penalty. Nobody has the right to take someone else's life.
Constantly snowed, and last month has just been really, really wet and rainy.
Oh,
And it's just couldn't do anything for a long time. But I'm hoping now that the weather is going to change. It looks like it's getting better. It's starting to switch over. Can finally get everything up here and finish this.
Yes, because unfortunately for Lynette and her daughter, the weather did get better, unfortunately. And so he got all organised. He got all his ducks in a row.
Off, finally do what I have to do and get it out of the way. At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I may get caught right away. Basically, if I get caught, I'm just going to shoot myself.
Oh.
So, I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point.
Yeah, we don't care about you. But the thing is, why didn't he just shoot himself then? If he was so miserable and life was so shite and he didn't want to be there anymore, why didn't he just go into the woods and shoot himself? Why did he feel that he had the right, that he owned his wife and he owned his daughter and he had the right to take their lives as well? Why? Where do people get that in their head? You know, I understand him wanting to take himself off from the world. I understand that perfectly. He's had enough. He's bored. He says in a minute, you'll hear him, he's bored. But his life's boring. Well, good. So go off and change your life or shoot yourself. But don't. Why did he feel that he could do that to his daughter, his wife and daughter?
So I don't think anyone knows where I'm at. But if they put it together, who knows? At this point, I have to take that chance. So it's just going to be a point of, go as far as I can. I do have my escape, and that's death. I can always shoot myself. And I'm okay with that. So I'm getting to the point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work. That just freaks me out. It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I...
Robbing banks and pharmacies. Well, yeah, do that then. Don't take your wife and daughter with you. What a selfish man. He's bored with his life. Yeah, we all get bored with our lives when you get into routine or whatever. We've all got things that we don't want to face every day. Some people have to face every day, like those parents of those girls that died at Southport. I haven't slept for 3 days thinking about those girls. So God knows how their parents actually feel. And he's like, because he's bored. He's bored. He's a whinging little shit. God, I hope he's spinning in hell.
I want for as long as I can. At least it'll be exciting. It won't be boring. And I don't have to worry about Lynette or Kaylene.
At least it will be exciting. It won't be boring, and I don't have to worry about Lynette or Kaylene. Now, you might be wondering where these videos have come from. He made these videos, but he didn't upload them to YouTube or anything. The police found them, and the police have uploaded them to their YouTube, to their police site, so that people could see what happened here. But yeah, no, he didn't upload them. He made the videos. He made a lot of videos, more than these. He made videos of, practicing shooting, building his, because he did build a bunker. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. But these actual videos of him actually saying what he's going to do, he was planning what he was going to do. And his plan was to kill his wife and his own daughter and then go and live in this bunker and survive.
And everything will be taken care of. It'll just be me. So today we got probably about a 55-pound pack. Today we're hauling up a 55-pound pack. Basically a big bottle full of beans that's about 45 pounds, and some winemaking stuff, and then just the weight of the gun in the pack. So a little lighter than what I have been doing.
Nobody cares, you twonk. So he's taking some winemaking stuff with it. I mean, it all sounds great if he wasn't going to murder his wife and his daughter. Yeah, go off and do it. Be a survivalist. Go and rob banks, to be honest, as long as you don't hurt anyone. I couldn't give a shit if you rob a bank or not. But, you know, all the time, he didn't seem to feel that he could do it with having that lovely woman, his wife, who was making these YouTube videos that she was making, you know, extolling his virtues, that she was so grateful that he'd put a fucking shelf up for her, or, you know, given her some money because he was Mr. All the time that she was making those videos, he was making these videos, planning on killing her.
Doing pretty good. Really got a lot of stuff up. I mean, basically, I can last months up here
No, you
without
didn't
ever
last
leaving.
months.
I've got propane, gasoline, food, soap, all supplies. So, really set right now. This winter has been, you know, just to show just how brutal it was. Well, we had a big ice storm. This is one of the trees that's fallen down over the trail. Kind of another one over there. Just a lot of damage. Branches down everywhere. Makes it a little more difficult to get through, but I don't want to move it. I'd like to keep it as hard to get through here so nobody will come out here. Well, before, you know, a while ago, I used to sit here and think, you know, this whole thing is just crazy at times, and then I'd think about it and it would make sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I got to do. But you know, now, I guess with time, I just think that way all the time, that this is what I got to do. I don't even question it anymore. It just seems like everything makes so much sense now. You know, just the more I've thought about it.
It all makes sense now. So he's thought about it and thought about it. I mean, he's obviously having some sort of a mental breakdown, but I don't know. I mean, just like, I literally do understand why he'd want to drop out of the world, you know, society. He's not enjoying his job. He's pissed off. His life's boring. I understand all that. But what I don't understand is, how did he feel that he had the right to take the lives of his wife and daughter just because it'd make it easier for him, I suppose, because he won't have to worry about them anymore. You know, because if he divorced his wife, then he'd have to worry, wouldn't he, that she might meet someone else. She might actually be happy with someone else. He might have to pay her, I don't know, alimony or whatever they call it. So probably why it's such a selfish act. You know, just you don't want to be in this world anymore. Your wife's just quite enjoying herself with her subbies and her YouTube channel. She's just sort of enjoying living quietly like that. And he decides, no, no one's going to live without me. I'm going to get rid of them, and then I'm going to go off and do what I want to do because I'm a selfish twat.
The more I understand it, I don't really feel bad about it. It's just the way it is.
He doesn't feel bad about it.
You know, certain things happen.
So the more I think about it, I don't feel bad about it. It's just the way it is. Oh my God, as I say, if he wasn't already dead, you could kill him, couldn't you? I mean, literally could.
But it's just the way it is. You know, certain things happen that cause this to happen. So just kind of accepted it and just rolling with it.
Oh, going with it.
One of my projects today is to take all this wood that I've cut up recently.
So he's going with it. He's just accepted it. It's just the way it is. Doesn't feel bad about it anymore. But of course, in the meantime, his wife and his daughter don't even know what's coming.
And stack it up, pull it down, a little bit more out of the way, hidden. So if somebody stumbles out here, it not as noticeable. I just haven't been able to do it because it's just been so wet, and nasty. But today is a good day, nice and sunny.
God, I know. I told you you're going to get angry. Now, I just want to say before I carry on, where he does. No, I'm not going to say it. Actually, I'll say I'll let it unfold. What happens?
Fairly dry, and so that's what I'll do. Well, I finished moving the wood up here. This is where it used to be. And that's where it is now, all nicely stacked, pretty well hidden. And I covered up a lot of the marks with tree branches from the ice storm. So that part's done. Very tiring.
Oh, very tiring.
Oh
My God.
Well,
talk about a whinger. Oh, it's very tiring. Bloody wimp.
this is the end of the day. I'm getting wrapped up, getting ready to leave. I don't know if you can see me, but kind of one last look at everything. That's my fireplace, wood stove, whatever.
So this is the bunker that he's built over, obviously not overnight, over months. So all the time he was saying to his wife, oh my God, this gives me so much the creeps. It reminds me of, if you've seen The Lovely Bones, the film The Lovely Bones, the sort of bunker that man makes and gets that young girl in there. Reminds me of that with the ladder going up. Anyway, he's been making this for months. Making the bunker, bringing, all the things that he thinks he's going to need to survive. He's been planning it for months. And at the forefront of his plans is he's going to kill his wife and daughter. Instead of just doing it, instead of just saying, look, he could have said anything to that woman. She would have believed anything he said. So, because what he was saying to her was he was going off hiking. All these days that he was disappearing, building this bunker. He told that lovely woman, that wife of his, that he never deserved. I don't know what she ever saw in him. But he told her he was going hiking. But all the time he was planning this. And he always knew he was going to kill her right from word go. He knew he was going to kill her. And he knew he was going to kill his daughter. It was just a question of waiting for the right time. I just don't get it. Why did he not just leave? And just give her, she would have accepted anything he said.
Pretty dark. Now we're going upstairs. This is where most of my supplies are. pretty well stocked up. My window.
So, you know, at the end of the day, this just shows things that we've seen before in cases. You never know what's going through someone's head. This man, he was probably going to work every day. I don't know what his job was. Going to work every day, going home, seeing his wife, seeing his daughter. He's, you know, your average American Joe, isn't he? He's not an immigrant. He's not an ethnic minority. He's not a Muslim. You know, he's an all-American guy. Probably voted for Trump, I expect. And, you know, all that time, all that's going on, nobody knows. He's living, talk about your, what is it, your public life, your private life, and your secret life. This guy has got a secret life all in a whole nother league, hasn't he? Nobody knew about it, not his friends, not his family, probably not his mom or not whoever. I don't know who else he had he was close to. You just don't know. And nobody, he doesn't look like a nutcase, does he? You wouldn't know he was a nutcase if you came up against him in normal life. He doesn't, you know, he's just your average American middle-aged married man, isn't he? And all the time, this is what he's plotting.
Looking down on the wood stove. And that pretty much wraps it up for the day.
Oh, good.
So I've been up here about 7 hours. That includes hike time and work time. Pretty exhausting, a lot of work, a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work, you know. We're supposed to feel sorry for him. His eyes do look haunted there, don't they? You know, he's obviously must be having some sort of mental health breakdown. I don't know. But yeah, you know, just leave. Oh, selfish man.
So it'll take me about an hour to get back. Use up what little energy I have left.
Oh, really quick.
And then I get to start the 2-day recovery process.
Okay, so I think that was the last video that he made. So let's have a look at what happened next. So he's making those videos. His wife's making her little YouTube videos with her subbies. She's thinking he's the most fabulous thing since sliced bread. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe she was just so reliant on him. But don't forget, she'd been with him for a long time. You know, 20 years they'd been together. So, you know, she hadn't just met him. You know, maybe he did. Maybe at one point he was a good husband. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But so let's see what happened. So this all came to a head when the house where they were living set on fire. Let me see. I need the actual. I need the actual sequence of events, don't I? Sorry, I'm looking for the sequence of events and I can't sort of find it. Hang on. Basically, what happened one day is he disappeared from the house, but the house was set on fire. And when the fire department went into the house, they found the bodies of Lynette and her daughter. First of all, thinking that they'd perished in the fire, but then it turned out that actually they'd both been shot in the head. So at some point, didn't seem to show that video there, but on one of the videos that he made, he said, oh, they won't feel any pain. I'll kill them while they're asleep. There won't be any pain. There won't be any suffering, as if he was doing them a favor. Anyway, that's apparently what he did. They were asleep. He shot them in the head while they were sleeping, and then he set fire to the property. Then off he went to his bunker that he'd spent time. I'm looking for some photos of it. Yeah. Here it is. So before he killed his wife and teen daughter and then retreated to a remote bunker in Washington's Cascade Mountains, Peter Keller recorded a video where he said he looked forward to robbing banks and was happy not to have to worry about Lynette or Kaylene anymore. I'm getting to the point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work, it just freaks me out. We just watched that, didn't we? And he said at least it'll be exciting. So what he did, he shot his wife Lynette, his 18-year-old daughter Kaylene, at their home in North Bend, east of Seattle, in April. He set canisters of gasoline on the kitchen stove and turned it on. And he headed to a fortified camouflage bunker he had spent the past 8 years. So for 8 years, he knew he was going to do this for 8 years. So he'd spent the past 8 years building into the steep, thickly forested slope of Rattlesnake Ridge. And King County Sheriff's detectives spent days trying to figure out where he was. They narrowed down his hiding spot, and I've got to say the police did so well here, because the police and the public, because the way they found him, was a combination of tips from the public and also, data analysis. They went in and they got his computers and looked at them, etc. So they did well. They found out where he was. So they narrowed down his hiding spot with tips from the public who had seen Keller's red pickup at the Rattlesnake Ridge trailhead, a photo taken from the bunker that showed outlet stores in the distance, and the work of trackers who saw his boot prints in the muddy ground. And Keller finally killed himself as dozens of SWAT officers moved in, which was an outcome he predicted in his video. And he did. He said that. He said that he would kill himself, didn't he? He said, I have my escape and it's death. Shoot myself, I'm okay with that. The sheriff's office said it was releasing the video now because recent forensic tests recently proved that one of Keller's guns was used in the murders and there were no other suspects. In a news conference, Sheriff Steve Strachan also announced that tens of thousands of dollars was found bundled in the bunker, although he declined to specify exactly how much. Lynette's family announced that they would use the money to establish a scholarship fund in Kaylene's memory for women who attend DigiPen Institute of Technology in Redmond, where Kaylene had hoped to study video game design. Now, I just want to say that I know that Kaylene was given, in her memory, was given a post, what would you got, an honorary degree. Her degree was awarded even though she had died. The family didn't really find there was a problem with Peter, said Lynette's twin brother, Jean Rocher. He described Keller's relationship with his daughter as loving. We'd go there for holidays and it was like every father and daughter relationship. She'd look at her father and say, "Daddy, can I have this?" And he'd say, "Sure." This is what I mean. You just don't know what's going on in people's heads, do you? How could he do that? How could he kill his daughter that he was supposed to love? I honestly just don't get it. Let's see if I can find that press conference. Right, let's have a look at this. Can't get that. Hang on. Oh, we can look at this. The family honours Kaylene Keller with a scholarship. I'd like to find a video for us to watch, but anyway, there's this. Oh God, forbidden. My VPN's run out. I need another VPN because you try and go onto these things and they won't let you. Let's try see if we can find another one. I'd like to find a press conference video. That's what I'd really like to find. Where's one? What's going on? It doesn't normally I can get these things up. Oh no, they're not letting me get anything up today. Oh well, there you go. They don't like me today. They don't seem to want me to watch these things. Let's see this.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before.
Sorry, that's a YouTube video. They'll get me for copyright or whatever. Okay, sorry, I can't find the press conferences or whatever. But anyway, you get the picture of what happened. So, just so that you know, the reason that they found him finally, I mean, they had all this information from data, etc. But they saw, because he was cooking something, he was making something to eat and the smoke was rising. And as the police helicopter, they knew where he was in the general vicinity, but they didn't know exactly where he was. And they saw the smoke rising. So that's how they found out exactly where he was. They went in, they put gas canisters in his bunker. I want to show you the bunker if I can. Let's see. I must be able to find some pictures of his bunker. You know, in the daylight. Okay, here we go. Hey, Julie. So yeah, these are the photos of the bunker. I mean, you know, it's good, isn't it? But do you know, that's the other thing you think. Someone who's obviously clever, if you like, to make this bunker, and what was the point in putting all these things in it and all the money in that if he was just going to shoot himself anyway? So he's not so clever as he thought he was, but yeah, this was his bunker. And he spent all those years getting the bunker organized, moving things into it, And then he just shot himself anyway, because as if he was, did he really think he was going to get away with it? So you can see from this picture, really, unless you knew it was there, you probably wouldn't notice. This is now reminding me again, it keeps reminding me of different films. So it reminds me of The Lovely Bones, but it also reminds me of that film with Morgan Freeman. God, what was that one called? All the Girls, Kiss the Girls, where those girls were being kept in a bunker like that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, how many other bunkers are there that people have, you know, which hopefully they're not killing people to put in there. But, well, he didn't put his wife and daughter in there. He shot them and burnt the house down. Did he think, again, you know, did he really think that the police wouldn't realise that they'd been shot? You know, what do these people... Anyway, you can't try and think logically, I suppose, about them, because they don't, you know, they're not as clever as they think they are they? You know, he shot his daughter and his wife. He set fire to the house. Does he think that the police won't realise they've been shot? Obviously, they've got a bullet inside them. And then he's gone off to this bunker. I think he just never thought he would be found. You know, he thought he was a lot cleverer with keeping his bunker hidden, I think. So he probably thought he would never get found. I don't know. So talk about a pointless exercise, murdering your wife, murdering your daughter for absolutely nothing, and then you're going to shoot yourself. And what has he achieved? Absolutely nothing. So all those years of making that bunker, you know, he could have turned around to his wife and said, look, sorry, can't do this life anymore. I'm going and I'm going off grid. He could have said that. Could have divorced her. There's a million things he could have done. But no, he decided to kill her and not only hurt his own flesh and blood, his own daughter. And then himself. Absolutely. Exactly. 8 years for fuck all. You know, did he really think he would? Oh, dear me. Dear me. Anyway, it's a very sad story, of course, as they all are on the True Crimes channel. But I hope it serves as a warning. If there's any of you out there that are thinking of doing that, don't fucking do it. It's a total waste of time. Of course, you could, you know, go off the grid. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I really do. I have been, as always, in between taxiing and doing all sorts of things today. I've been watching some YouTube videos about things that people do. You just think, where's their head? You know, it makes me feel better, actually, because, you know, sometimes in my life, in my long life, I think, oh, I've done so many stupid things that I think, where was my brain when I mean, nothing like this. You know, I don't mean murdering someone. But, you know, we've all done things that you think, oh, God, why did I do that? That was stupid. But some of the things I've seen today, I think, oh, my God, these people... how could you, this is a prime example, how could you possibly think, what was the point of those 8 years to just build up to just shooting yourself, basically? Might as well have just shot himself 8 years ago, mightn't he? Why wait 8 years and take his wife and daughter with him? Just shoot. He should have shot himself 8 years ago, saved everyone a load of heartache, really. Aye. Anyway, so it just shows you, though, as well, that you don't know who's out there and what they're thinking. This is the thing that always gets me. That little, that woman, she was so sweet and talking about her subbies and her craft channel. And in fact, I'm going to leave the last word to her. I think we'll look at one of her videos to finish off on, rather than thinking about him. Ooh. Let's find her videos. Yeah. Let's give Lynette the last word with her subbies. Let's watch one of her. So this was 12 years ago.
Hi guys. Okay. I was pulling out another stamp to show you and I had to stop because I just couldn't stop looking at it. Look at this. Stamp is huge. Stamp abilities. My gosh, that's so nice. Oh, look at this one.
She just looks so much younger than him, doesn't she? You know, obviously, maybe that, I mean, he was punching well above his weight there.
Cow. Look at that. My gosh, this is going to be so much fun to play with.
Now, they had animals. They had a dog and a cat as far as, well, they definitely had a cat because I saw that on a
Oh
recent
my
video.
gosh, this is
I don't know if he
beautiful. Look
burnt
at
them
that.
down as well.
Oh, look. There's a little Eiffel Tower right there.
Oh.
My gosh. Oh, and there's, okay, so I saw that lady right there, and then there's like a couple right there.
Let's find another one. What are the most recent ones? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think she's made a video for a long time, but they're all 12 years ago. Well, no wonder she looks younger than if these were 12 years ago. When did this actually happen? Sorry, I'm... Oh, it did happen. I thought it was recent, but I think actually it happened quite a long time ago. But the videos have only been released, have they? Oh gosh, I'm clicking all the wrong things now. Oh, it's all gone weird now. Anyway. Yeah, it was 2012. Now, I thought it was recently, but I think it seems like the videos were only released recently. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was 2012. So the police pumped tear gas into that underground bunker. Yeah, I think it's the videos that have just been released. That's why there's an increased interest in it. Anyway. Oh, sorry, I thought I turned the stream off then. Okay, I'm going anyway. So I thought you might find that interesting. I'll see you really soon in the next video. Do you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to watch The Masked Singer and try and just watch some daft things and not think about true crime. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hi to replay crew. Hi to lurkers. And goodbye to those of you that were here in chat. Thank you so much. And I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Bye.